What's going on, y'all? It's GUMGUMTCG here, back again with another live duel. This one comes from my store championship that we had 2 weeks ago, and this was my round 1 game. I am on the left here playing Katakuri against my friend Micah. He is also playing Katakuri, so a little mirror match action. And yeah, we're just going to get right into it. He go ahead and give me some dice. I go ahead and roll them. Look like I rolled an 8. Nice little high roll there. Get to hopefully choose who's going first or second. He rolls less than 8. I couldn't exactly see what it was, but it was less than 8. So I decide I want to go second, and we're just going to get shuffled up and get our hands and life set up here. So I haven't really played too many mirror matches of this in person yet. I've only played it on the sim, but it's definitely an interesting mirror match. You gotta really be particular about maintaining your life, taking your life, and what you do when they use the 7-drop Big Mom, because that really impacts the game state a lot. If you notice, I have a sweet custom Katakuri leader card, and it's on my amazing quality Dueling Guard mat.
What? You haven't heard of Dueling Guard? Dueling Guard is the best TCG accessory company on the market. They have high-quality deck boxes, binders, and playmats made for people who enjoy playing and collecting trading card games in style. They have tons of designs based off of fan-favorite animes such as One Piece, Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist, and many more. They hit the ground running earlier this year, making high-quality TCG accessories with beautiful designs that have sold out many times, so if you haven't picked up any of their products, make sure to do so before they sell out again. I have a few deck boxes and playmats from them already, and can attest to how they don't cut any corners when it comes to quality, performance, and design. I highly recommend their products and use them every time I play cards. Be sure to check the description below for a link to their site and use code GUMGUMTCG for a discount at checkout.
Alrighty, so we go ahead and get our hands, and we're going to decide if we want to keep them or not. I'm looking at mine, not a big fan. He looked at his, not a big fan. So we both decide to mulligan. See if we can't get something a little bit better. I actually won my previous locals with this Katakuri list the week before this event. So it's the same list I used there, and I need to make a couple more changes to it. I haven't played it since this championship event. I've been playing some other stuff, but we go ahead and get our 5 life. Like I said, I'm going to be going second, and he starts it off with his 1 Dawn. No plays. So we go ahead and he passes to me. I get my 2 Dawn, draw my card. I have a Pudding. Great start. I get to look at the top 4, add a Big Mom Pirate card or a Sanji. So I'm taking a look at these 4. I grab a Charlotte Parasparrow and add it to my hand. And I pass. No other plays. Gets his 2 Dawn. Draws his card. Think about what he wants to do here. He does get the first attack, so he does get to start looking at the life first. And that's really big in this matchup. He's going to do that. He's going to put 1 under Katakuri, swing at my leader for 7, and look at the top card of his life. I can't tell what it is here, but I'm sure we'll get to see it eventually. He decides to put it to the bottom, though. So it must be something that he either wants to save for late game, or maybe a trigger that'll be good in late game, something like that. He then plays a 2-drop Sanji on the field and passes. I get my 2 Dawn, draw my card, and thinking about what I want to do here. Gonna go ahead and put 1 under Katakuri myself, swing for 7. I'm gonna look at my life. I'm gonna leave it there. He go ahead and takes that life card, and then I drop the Parasparrow and pass back to him. Get a beater on the field. He refreshes, gets his Dawn, draws his card. Think about what he wants to do here. He's got a grip full of good cards in his hand. You can see some of them right here. Shirahoshi, Rush Katakuri, 10-drop Big Mom. He's got some good cards. So he's trying to decide what he wants to do. I think I saw a Smoothie in there as well. So he's going to put 3 under Sanji here, and he's reading the effect, trying to make sure he understands it right, and he made a misplay here. I don't think he understood it right. He looked at the top card of his deck. It's all good. It happens. He had to reread the card, make sure he knows what he's doing with it real quick. Since he saw it, he asked me what he wants to do with it. I told him put it at the bottom. So he takes the top off the life, and I'm just making sure I know what this card does, and he takes the top card of his life. and hits me for 6. I take it, which I think is a bad decision in the long run. I should not have taken that if possible, but I don't think I had many counters in my hand. Then he plays a pudding, and he's looking at the top 4 here, trying to decide what he wants. Looks like he's got a couple 2Ks and a cracker. He decides to take the cracker. He's going to put that last one under his leader, swing again for 7, looking at the new top card of his life. He puts that at the bottom. And here I am. I'm thinking about if I want to take this or not. And it looks like I only discarded 1, but I did discard 2. I discarded a 2K and a 1K there to make sure I got to 8, so I didn't take that. He passes. I get my Dawn. I draw. I'm up at 6 Dawn here, so I got to start making some plays. He's got me down on 3 life, and next turn he can drop his 7 drop, which is pretty scary. So I'm going to try and take this Sanji out. It's getting him a lot of advantage right now, getting him an extra draw every turn, basically. And don't really want that sticking around. Then I'm going to go ahead and put one under my leader. I'm going to swing at him for 7. I'm going to look at the top of his life. I tell him put that at the bottom. Pretty sure it was a Shirahoshi. And my thought behind this was put it at the bottom so that later in the game I can do my 10 drop and I can rip it right from him. And he takes that. So now we're sitting at even life. I play another Paraspera here, and I leave 2 Dawn active. Pretty sure I have a Kaku in my hand, so I've got a little bit of counter power, and I've got 2 beaters on the field to his 1 pudding. I'm not too worried about the situation at hand right here. So he gets his Dawn, refreshes, draws his card. He asks me how many Dawn I'm at. I'm at 6. He's thinking. Yeah, he go ahead and drops the 7 drop. He's on curve for it, so he might as well. I'm thinking, I'm just like, I'm going to trash the top life. You know, I don't want him to get another life card, so I just trash 1. He attacks my leader for 5. I trash a 1K out of my hand to counter up to 6. And he passes. Get my Dawn. I'm up at 8 now, so I am on a good curve here. But if I remember right, I didn't have Katakuri, and I also didn't have 7 drop. So I was in a sticky situation, and I really just needed to start applying pressure, so I start going for 7K hits. He's going to think about it for a minute. He has a big hand right now, so he could definitely counter out of this. If he takes the hit, it puts us down at even life. He decides to counter. He drops a 2K and a 1K. I decide to go for 5 now. He drops another 1K. Okay. I decide to go for 8. I'm going to look at the top card of my life. He decides to take it. He triggers a Thunderbolt to KO my Paraspero, which kind of sucks, but I do get a search. All I found was a 2K counter, though. Unfortunately, nothing else I really want to take out of there. And I pass. He's got the big beater on the field now. He is up at 9 Dawn, and he's thinking about how he wants to do this turn. And this is where the game kind of starts going downhill for me. He swings for 8. He looks at my life. He's thinking about it. He's not sure if he wants to give that to me or not. He leaves it. He leaves it. He's fine with it. He's still got 7 Dawn. He's going to swing at me for 8 again. See what I do? I do use that Akaku. Stop that hit. And he goes 7 drop again. And right here, I really don't want to give him that other life card. And I also really don't want to trash one. We're at equal life, but being down at 2 against yellow and playing yellow, it gets scary. I give him the life card in hopes that I can play a 10 drop and be safe. However, I'm thinking to myself, if I play a 10 drop right now, yes, I get a life card. Yes, I rip one of his, but next turn he does the same thing and hits me for 8K twice and 5K. I'm going to be in a tough spot. So I go for 5. I go for 5 again. I use 8, and I go Charlotte Katakuri to stack my Paraspero. A little bit of insulation and free damage, basically. Just cycling that card in and out of my hand and my life. So if he does get a life hit on me, I at least get to, well, never mind. He plays the 10 drop, just like I expected. And he goes for 5. I drop a 1K to stop it. He goes for 8. I use another Akaku I had, and he goes for 8 again. I take it, and the last card was Cracker. I trigger. I discard a Thunderbolt for it because I have no more life, and I trigger this Cracker. So now I am at 10 Dawn. I have to win here or I lose next turn. There's no coming back from this. I know that if I drop a 10-drop Big Mom or a 7-drop Big Mom or even a Katakuri, it's not going to win me the game. I have to try and think about this strategically and kind of math this out. And what sucks is I have to hit him 4 times and he has a whole ton of cards in his hand. I decide go 4 under Cracker to make it 10k, and he takes it. So now I only have to hit him 2 more times. I go 10k again with Katakuri. He's thinking, he's like, should I counter this or should I just take this? And I know this last card is Shirahoshi. He triggers, plays it, and gets to draw 3 and trash 2. And I'm like, this is not what I wanted to happen. You know, I was hoping to have the 10-drop on field by now and rip that. But here we are with him drawing 3 and trashing 2. And now I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, this is the last hit. I got to go for 10k. And he drops 9 out of his hand. He didn't have it. And it's unfortunate. I figured he was going to have it. And he said that he got no good draws off of the Shirahoshi. And if he had not triggered it, he would have had enough to stop the hit. So I think he still made the right decision here to trigger it. You know, you're supposed to see stuff off of it. You know, you would expect to see some 2k counters, maybe a 1k counter, something like that. But sometimes the draws just don't like you. But it was a really good game. Those last couple turns were really intense. I think we both played it pretty well, and it was a good time. That's the game for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you're not following me on social medias, please go check that out. I have a Twitch. If you're not checking me out there, I stream on Fridays and Sundays playing the One Piece card game simulator. And we also have a Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, there's a link to that down below, as well as all of my socials. If you haven't checked out Dueling Guard, definitely be sure to go check them out. They've got some amazing anime-inspired TCG accessories, deck boxes, playmats, binders, anything you could want. They got it. So make sure to go check them out. I have a link to their website down below with the code GUMGUMTCG. You can use at checkout for a discount. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.